Hello, I'm Janel and I'm the author of Perriwillow and Narrowboat's Tale. Weaving through the story is a serious and strong element of learning and how to do things properly and safely on the canal. This is an excerpt from Chapter 5, Lessons, where Perriwillow goes through his first lock. Sarpedon glided to a halt, and just before the lock, Terry stepped off with the rope. The dwarf looked up in shock. They passed beneath a gloomy bridge, canal sides narrowed down. The lock gates looked almost as dark as Perriwillow's frown. Will Sarpedon fit in there? It looks so very tight. And what on earth do we do next to rise up to that height? You start by getting off the boat, said Terry. Come on now, and grab the windlass. Don't waste time. I'm going to show you how. What's a windlass? Asked the dwarf. I'm feeling rather slow. There's one upon the cabin top, said Terry. Off we go. So Perriwillow grabbed the L-shaped handle in his hand, and carefully he stepped ashore to safety on dry land. He landed safe, he didn't trip, he felt that he could cope. But Perriwillow hadn't seen the tied-up mooring rope. His foot it caught and hard he fell, the concrete broke his fall. The mooring bollard missed his chin, well, barely missed at all. No need to ask what Terry did, his laughter shed a tear. What are you doing on the floor? Get up, I need you here. You've got no time to mess around, that wizard is no joke. He'll soon be chasing us around, he's not a pleasant bloke. And so the dwarf learned very fast the skills that he would need. Like any seasoned workboat crew, he'd work the locks at speed. But safely, added Terry, as it really seems quite true, that you're rather prone to accidents. We know, you've had a few. Today we'll concentrate on locks, tomorrow you can steer. So now prepare your windlass arm and let's get out of here. Perriwillow wound the paddles, happy as could be. Currents flowed beneath the gates to set the water free. Sarpedon wriggled in the flow, excited to move on, straining at the now obvious rope, so anxious to be gone. Perriwillow pushed so hard, but gate it was not ready. And then it gave. He grabbed the beam to hold his street cred steady. These locks were only narrow, but at bottom had two gates. He had to open both of them. 'Twas one of his pet hates. Now some folks step across the gates to save them walking round. But Terry said, your legs are short. Let's keep you safe and sound. It really was quite sensible, though maybe seemed unkind. And dwarf would sometimes start to step, but always changed his mind. So you'd often see a running dwarf who gradually got thinner, could not afford to slow them down, but always wanted dinner. Terry stared into the lock, now empty, soon to climb. The running dwarf shut both the gates and paddles, record time. Then sprinting to the other end and paddles winding open, had time to watch and dream a while, where not a word was spoken. Sarpedon rose so gracefully, in all her ancient glory. Many a tale the old girl had, but that's another story. Only one gate at the top, two paddles still to close. Some people leave them open, but our dwarf's not one of those. So off they went, and on, through every lock and mile, heading north to then head west, no time to stop a while. If you'd like to join us, please do on Facebook. Type in Perriwillow into the search box, or join us at www.janul.com. That's JANUL.com. Thank you for joining us.